35 laps on this tight Kern Raceway quarter mile. We are green. Smoking already.
Not only are we green, lap 1 is clean. We did it. All right. I was curious to see how turn 1 was going to go for this field. They did it.
Here they go through turns number 3 and 4. Bumpers being used. Rusbarski in the second spot now. Looking for a way around the 9 of Rife. Nice work, Henry. Great work, Caesar, and fantastic work. We're watching Sarah's shot up here at the top of Kern County Raceway. Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, and Rusbarski up into second. Rife looked like he was getting ready to do a cross-under move.
Yeah, made quick work of it. And he's going to try to do it here. A little nudge out of turn number 4. And the number 9 moving back into the second spot. That contact into turn number 3. The 24 looks like going around. Colton Page.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Getting the bumper. And he got it from the number 20. As they were diving into turn number 3, Ashton Williams, they were working their way around the lapped car that we had just talked about, Jeff Disney in the 37.
You look coming into turn number 3, the red car of Williams dives low, hard on the brakes, but not hard enough. And around they go.
And he was saying how, oh man, we're going to be wiping out some bumpers in this field. So far, so good. To turn number 1. I didn't know you could door slam in these things, but they're doing it.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Here we go, and around nose.
Big trouble in turn number 4. A couple.
It's going into turn number 3, hard on the brakes, and they make contact. We go red, by the way, for cleanup. And it was just the stack up there into turn number 3. We'll slow it down. So McCullough in the gray and blue 36, hard on the brakes. They had a coming together with the rear tires. And everybody behind already committed to their grooves and their lanes.
You see, I think that was our other Disney, the 05. That car is driving away. So CJ Disney getting caught up in that and was really just anticipating the spin, was trying to avoid it, and just got shoved right into it. The 71 was also involved. That was Josh Ayers. That you mentioned the contact with McCullough there. We've struggled to get out of lap number 9 in the very beginning of this. All of us, you're just taking a look at every angle.
I'm doing it. Here we go. Here's a top shot from Henry on the drone. We saw Sarah. We saw Caesars. This trusty speed shot, and now way up high.
And it's just hard. You know, you're going through, and of course, a lot of people can watch this and say, well, why didn't they just whoa up? But your visibility, especially right here, the Ayers is going through, and he's probably looking at the exit of the corner going, okay, here we go. Next thing you know is he's slamming into the back of another car. It's small racing.
Three wide.
Rusbarski is going to clear Rife into turn number 3, and now he's going to set his sights on your leader, Nascimento. But Rusbarski has been all over that rear bumper.
Pushing and shoving.
And he did. Now, I know Nascimento was getting ready to use his bumpers. I don't know if he anticipated using his rear bumper a lot.
And he's going to bring along Rife from the 9.
Yeah. And then remember, just behind them, Ashton Williams on the 20. He was involved in a caution just a bit ago. Has now changed for the lead. It's Rife to the inside of Rusbarski. Rusbarski just forces it there into the line, preventing Nascimento from being able to get in behind. And Rusbarski with a little tap into turn number 1.
Sometimes a tap will do it.
A couple more cautions.
Good battle for third. De'Ami Malone spinning in turn 2. We stay green. He's well into the infield.
Mike Doss dipping to the inside of Nascimento into turn number 1.
You got to work and worry about those bumpers getting hooked or falling off.
Burgesson with the bumper. He just sent the 17 around. And this time it was the 17M of Taylor Mayhew. Over to us. Let's look at what's going on with the car. Here's a replay.
Here's a replay. And into turn number 1, a little too fast for
you know, you have
everyone's
those,
like,
as a broadcaster, you have those moments of you go, did something happen between these two earlier? Because you think, like, well, the 22 is a lap down, but it's like, no, I don't think Mayhew caused the mechanical issue on the 22 that I know of.
no, maybe.
Watch turn 1 this time.
Ooh, they're leaning on each other into turn number 1.
Still keeping it together, though. Side by side, rows back. It's single file in the top 5. Ashton Williams gets the bumper from McCullough out of turn number 4. And that was Danny Carpenter who went for a spin, by the way.
Rusbarski with a bumper. Hello.
Don't worry. We got some young drivers who all want to win the inaugural MMI Legend Tour West race. Here we go again. Rusbarski now goes wide. Nascimento to the inside. Reif's going to get into him. Oh, Nascimento. Okay. Caution's coming out, which means guess what we get to do? Restack him. Nascimento might deliver a message here. I'm not sure. Or he might be saying, well, I was the leader in the last lap. This again as we go back to racing. 6 laps to go. Reif with a very shallow entry to try and get away, and successfully does. But I found that very telling, Tommy, that none of the competitors, at least most of them, did not want to be your leader on the last lap. You did not want to have someone on your bumper on the last lap of this race. Be honest with you, that I was like, oh yeah, Rusbarski has pulled it off of the racetrack. Second place, his hood is coming off. Looks like some hood pins have lost their way here, and they're going to have to get this hood to stay down. No, they just pull it off. That's you go.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Let's do it again. 6 laps to go. Oh boy, big trouble. Turn number 2.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately involved in it, the 24 of Rusbarski. And big damage to that 24. Into turn number 3, you're going to see that car smoking or sparking it up, as it were.
Sparking, smoking, all the bad things. So into turn number 1. Stack up.
You see, it looked like Burgesson maybe with some contact from behind. He looked like he was sideways here into turn 1. Yeah, right there. There might have been just a tap. Page got onto the brakes, but it was there wasn't enough time for the MMI cars to woe up, and then you see there Rusbarski. I didn't think, as the red flag does come out, I didn't think that Rusbarski maybe had hit hard enough to end his day, but certainly that car is sitting in turns 3 and 4. It looks like the right front, severe damage on it, and it will not be able to continue. Row number 2. Reif with another great restart. He's going to pull away from second place Nascimento. Dawson McCullough get together, and they're going to wreck out of turn number 4. And surprisingly, that didn't end up being a bigger wreck when McCullough's car started coming down the track. In fact, it does look like another car did get collected. We've been stuck on lap 29 for about an hour. Now, what we didn't want to tell everyone is, now you know, this is the tribute to Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway lap 29 restart for about the 10th time here tonight. Let's try it again.
Bumpers already.
Oh, yeah. Williams got the nudge. How about Logan Chambers showing up for the first time tonight?
But the battle is up front for the lead. The 9. White flag, final lap. This race been cut short.
And to the inside, Nascimento out of turn number 2. Ethan Nascimento going for the lead. Reif's going to have one last opportunity to the checkered flag. And Ethan Nascimento with a last lap pass makes it happen.